Hey YouTube, Dark Magician of Teen Sorcerers here, and welcome back to What If Wednesday. And this is another Yu-Gi-Oh! One, which I sort of thought on the spot, as what I'd prefer to do is, well at the moment, is try and alternate between Yu-Gi-Oh! What Ifs and Robot Wars What Ifs. Just to give some more variety. So yeah, this one I thought of just right on the spot, and that is in regards to the first time I quit tournaments, which was back in September 2015, purely because I got fed up of the meta and the format. So, and I've mentioned before about wishing I stayed retired the first time I quit. So that brings us to the point of the video. What if, after quitting tournaments for the first time in September 2015, I stayed retired and just did not return to any tournaments of any kind, except past format tournaments. Sorry, I lost my trail of thought. Yeah, that's basically it. Well, even though I did have several amounts of tournament success, like between then and now, just things happened that did cause me to quit again. Which just got me really down, to be honest. Especially in 2017, 19, and 21. So I think, for one thing, if I'd stayed retired from tournaments, then I'd probably be a bit more happier. I mean, sure, there were shitty things that did happen in my life outside of Yu-Gi-Oh!, but even then, it probably wouldn't be really overwhelming. Although it would be hard to say whether or not I would have still had a bit of a breakdown in 2021 and requested a week off work. But I don't know. But in any case, I feel like I'd be a bit happier, and I would have saved a lot of money, because I wouldn't be paying entry fee for tournaments, and said money could go towards other things. So yeah, basically every time I'd go to Dead Universe Comics, and I guess Tabletop Republic afterwards, I'd only be there for casual games, and that would basically be it. I wouldn't have any interest in participating in the skeleton character tournaments. Nor would I take part in that one and only Generation Duel tournament that we did. And of course, further on down the line, I'd never play the minor league, and nor would I give common charity a go. But yeah, like I said, I guess I would have still ended up going to Tabletop Republic, but it would have only been for casual gaming, and past format tournaments until I ended up getting annoyed with Goat and Edison, for reasons I've already discussed in videos on my channel. But yeah, basically, in case you didn't see those, I stopped playing Goat because I got fed up of Ring of Destruction for game, and I also got fed up of Delinquent Duo ripping cards out my hand, and Nobleman of Crossout popping and banishing my face down monsters. I will still happily play Edison format games, but I got fed up of Edison format tournaments, mainly because of chain burn, but it's also because I also got fed up of Glads, Sabres, Monarchs and Macro, even though I didn't face Macro, but it is a long time hated deck, and I just didn't want to play against those anymore, like ever. So yeah, that sums that up. Yeah, regarding having games at DU, it just would have been nothing but normal casual games and Royal Rumbles, plus the odd tag team duel. But I feel like the Dark Magician's deck Grand Championship would probably have still been created, which of course was inspiration from the Yugi-Chuba Grand Championship that Simo started up, along with the fact that on my channel I did 3 100 subscriber mini tournaments in the past, like back in 2010, which was for 400, then 500, and then 600. So this was basically the same thing, and yeah, I figured having tournaments involving nothing but just my decks would be interesting and would be fun for everyone to see. And yeah, this would have been an excuse to win a tournament of some kind with Elemental Heroes and Rainbow Neos. So yeah, that still would have happened. But of course, with this in mind, I'm not sure what would have happened regarding my 8th Margate trip in 2019, because I did go along with Neo Nexodus to his locals and play in that tournament, but now I'm not so sure what would have happened there. I think we probably either wouldn't have gone because I didn't want to participate, or I could have been like, well, I don't really want to stop him from going. So I guess I would have gone along anyway, but just not participated in the tournament. Although I don't know what the hell I would have done to pass the time while he was rocking his Cyber Dragons. So yeah, that's a tough one. But of course, not playing in tournaments would have made things a little bit difficult regarding Team Sorcerer's 100 subscriber special, as because I came up with the idea of opening 100 packs to celebrate reaching 100 subscribers. And obviously, in the actual timeline, I did make a temporary return to enter tournaments and try and win as many packs as possible. to contribute towards it. But of course, Weber's 5 contributed a lot more there. I did buy some packs though, from different places, but I think I would have spent a lot more and bought more packs just to make this happen, basically. So that would have been the easiest way to do it. But yeah, I guess not much would have changed. But then again, the things that happened that caused me to quit tournaments multiple times wouldn't have ended up happening. There wouldn't have been that situation with speedroids being used wrong and making Trishula accidentally. There wouldn't have been the misery with those tag team tournaments, the last 2 that DU held. There wouldn't have been that stupid misplay with that Trickstar match-up and the Pendulum Magician match-up. Now, I probably wouldn't have got pissed off by the OTK bullshit that prank kids do, but then again, I guess it still would have happened anyway. If it didn't happen in that tournament where I used Neospatians in early 2019, then it would have happened sooner or later. Plus, I also wouldn't have got annoyed by Thunder Dragons and Cosmo. And then there wouldn't have been that misery with Ancient Gears and Sky Strikers. And then in November there wouldn't have been the bullshit with scrubbing out against Endymion because I bricked, or got annoyed by Cosmo and Cyber Dragons. And then before the pandemic started, that bullshit with Mystic Mine robbing me of victory wouldn't have happened. And fast forwarding to 2021, the scrubbing with Raid Raptors and Elemental Heroes wouldn't have happened. And I'm just trying to think of the rivalry with Endymion and Dark Magician. I guess I still would have faced it for the first time in that endurance, but but I feel like I still would have tried to find a way to defeat Endymion once and for all, considering it came up in Royales and other endurances. So I wouldn't have tried to face it by way of tournament games. And then, without playing in tournaments, I wouldn't have tried to get revenge on everyone who banished my Dark Magician, like from November 2022 to January 2023. And yeah, there would have been no reason to make that temporary return in the spring last year, which means I wouldn't have entered that winner box tournament, where I got cucked and robbed of a chance to get it. and of course I wouldn't have made that temporary return in September last year. So, yeah, basically, by quitting tournaments for the first time and choosing not to come back at all, would have saved me a lot of grief, that's for sure. And I think I just generally would have been a bit happier. And I guess I'd probably still be playing current format Yu-Gi-Oh! And I don't think I would have thought of the idea of Richitian format at all. So yeah, that would never exist, and I'm pretty sure Express Gaming format wouldn't exist either, because, well, I know, because obviously Express Gaming just basically decided to copy me and create his own format. Which, by the way, we still haven't figured out a proper ban list for. I mean, he knows how some things that he wants to lay out, but we just haven't written it down yet. At least at the time of recording this. Yeah. A lot of grief would have been saved. I would still be playing the normal current format. I just refuse to play against meta still, or any other decks that I hate. And yeah, like I said, I probably wouldn't ever participate in the minor league or common charity. And then the things that happened that caused me to quit the minor league 3 times wouldn't have happened. Therefore, well, like I say again, quitting the normal current format wouldn't happen. That's pretty much it. Sure, there'd be other things in life outside of Yu-Gi-Oh! That would have really got me down, but other than that, I'd be more happy and less stressed about the game, basically. And yeah, that simply wraps that up. So yeah, thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you later. Bye.